Please be seated. Welcome everybody to the University of Central Lancashire's graduation ceremony, at which we're delighted to be celebrating the successes of our fabulous graduates. It guarantees to be a day you'll all remember. I would like to welcome today Dame Sue Ian, who is our Pro-Chancellor and Chair of the University Board.
Hello everyone. A very warm welcome to you all. I'm delighted to be here to help you celebrate such a special occasion. As Chair of the University Board, it's an absolute pleasure for me to see so many successful people here in front of me. This is just the start of the great careers that I know lie ahead for all of you. As a proud Preston girl myself, who's worked for most of my career in the Northwest, I know what a great part of the world this is, to live in, to learn, and to succeed. I hope you all have a fantastic celebration today, and I wish all of you every success for the future. I'm now pleased to invite our Vice-Chancellor, Professor Graham Baldwin, to say a few words of welcome to you and to reflect on the significance of what you have all achieved.
Welcome to the University of Central Lancashire. Pro-Chancellor, Pro-Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, proud family and friends, and most importantly, the graduates of the University of Central Lancashire class of 2024. Today is a day of celebration, a day of reflection, and a day of anticipation for the future. Next week, on the 18th of July, it's the late Nelson Mandela's birthday, and I am reminded of the words he once said. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Today, we celebrate then not just your academic success, but the potential within each of you to make a difference in the world. You can be confident that your studies here at the University of Central Lancashire have prepared you well, and I'm sure you will find that you now have a closer set of connections with the world around you and will be better prepared for all that the future holds. This is particularly important as we face a time of such significant change and challenge. We have a new government who will be wrestling with numerous pressing issues: political instability and conflict, climate change exacerbating extreme weather events, ongoing economic inequality, and the advancement of technology leading to concerns around privacy and cybersecurity. That is why, although today is undoubtedly a time to look back over the last couple of years and to take pleasure in the progress you have made, you should, and arguably indeed must, also look forward and consider how you can contribute to solving the challenges that we face as a society. We are all part of the solution, and as graduates, others will be looking to you for your contribution, and very often for your leadership. This might seem daunting, but be confident in yourself. You're the leaders of tomorrow, and as I have said, your studies here have prepared you well. Pursue the future with energy and enthusiasm, and don't settle for second best. We know it won't always work out, but how well you handle any disappointments will be as important as how well you handle any success. You can be confident in your university and the education it has provided. I hope that the new government will similarly recognise the value of universities and the very significant contribution they make to addressing national and global challenges. As this graduation week has demonstrated, we educate the key workers, our doctors and nurses, our vets, dentists, health workers, lawyers, police and social workers. We educate engineers and IT specialists, the scientists, the business leaders, and those who drive creativity through the arts, media, and fashion. And the choir, who have already and will again entertain us later, are all drawn from the university, a great example that we are a place which nurtures and helps develop great talent. And of course, our sports teams and sports scholars have also made us proud, achieving impressive victories whilst importantly demonstrating exceptional sportsmanship. I will say a few thank yous at the end, but having just mentioned the choir, I want to say, as we come towards the end of our graduation ceremonies, a special thanks to them for their fantastic performances all week. They have provided special moments this week, but also at UCLAN's graduations for many years, and over that time have been directed by Mark Goggins. It is Mark's last day today as he retires from the university, and I want to publicly acknowledge his great contribution to the university and to our wonderful graduation ceremonies. Mark and the choir routinely demonstrate the significant value of the arts and creative sector, which is nationally important, as well, of course, being very important to us. Thank you to all of them. Every year, the University of Central Lancashire sees remarkable accomplishments that set new standards in teaching, research and community engagement. We are a beacon for innovation and excellence. 2/3 of our research is classed as world-leading or internationally significant, and we are 63rd across the university sector for research power. One of our cosmology PhD students recently discovered the Big Ring, a second ultra-large structure in deep space. And we also discovered that young planets are flattened structures like Smarties rather than spheres. And all of this is most appropriate considering that we host, here at the University of Central Lancashire, the only UK sub-office for the United Nations Office for Outer Space Affairs. Our individual student success stories are simply too great to mention here, but believe me, they are remarkable. We have also implemented new programs and initiatives that support students from all backgrounds, ensuring that everyone has the opportunity to succeed. This commitment to inclusivity is a testament to our belief that diversity enriches the educational experience and prepares our graduates to thrive in a globalized world. We are officially a University of Sanctuary. We are the Times #1 modern university for graduate outcomes, and we're ranked in the top 7% of universities worldwide. From pioneering studies in coastal erosion to advancements in clinical care pathways and healthcare technologies, our university has made world-leading contributions to addressing some of the most pressing global challenges. Our researchers have not only published their findings, but have also collaborated with industry and with governments to turn these innovations into real-world solutions. In that context, I hope that we have helped create the opportunity for your future success, ensuring that you have the relevant knowledge, skills and experiences to thrive wherever you came from and wherever you go to next. I hope too that as part of your university journey you have felt that you belonged here. It is important to us that our students feel safe, valued, welcomed and included. Whoever you are, wherever you are in life, here at the University of Central Lancashire, we believe there's always a way. Now, let us not forget the support and the encouragement from your families, friends and mentors who have been with you every step of the way. Their belief in you has been unwavering, and their pride in your achievements is well-deserved. Take a moment to thank them for their love and support, for they have played an integral role in your success. Please join me in giving them a massive round of applause. Now, pretty much all of the rest of the applause today will be just for you. As we celebrate your accomplishments, we also recognise the resilience and determination that each of you has shown in reaching this milestone. The journey to this day has not been easy, and it has been filled with challenges and uncertainties. But you have persevered, adapted, and emerged stronger, and your ability to overcome adversity is a testament to your strength and character. I also want to thank the university staff for making all this happen and for their skills, support, and most especially for their excellent teaching. Here on stage and in this university in general, we have a group of teaching staff who are outstanding in their commitment, their care, and their dedication. You have also been supported by many highly dedicated and professional staff members who have provided the services and the infrastructure that have helped towards your success here at the university. And we found out only this week, in fact on Wednesday, that once again we are a top 50 university for student satisfaction. As we are approaching the end of graduation week, I just want to indulge a little bit further and just thank some people for making this such a wonderful series of occasions. I want to thank all of the volunteers from across the university who have made it so special, both in this hall and outside. I want to thank our interpreters, and you only have to watch how much effort they put in throughout a course of a ceremony to know how hard a work it is. Thank you to them. And behind the scenes, filming now, is a team, the photographers, the filmmakers, all of those that will produce the videos, considerable amount of effort and work. Thank you to them. The event control, all the first aiders. I'm told that the majority of first aid requirements are for plasters, for our graduates who are all in their new shoes, for the estates people who have made it all look so good, for the registry and for all the work that they've done, and everybody who's had any engagement at all within our graduation ceremonies. And I'm sorry if there's anybody that I've forgotten, but everybody within the university has worked together to make this such a great success. Finally, I leave you with this thought from Steve Jobs. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. Find your passion, pursue it with vigor, and never settle for anything less than what you truly believe in. On behalf of everybody here at the University of Central Lancashire, very well done and good luck for a happy and successful future. Thank you.
Thank you, Graham. The university is now extremely proud to confer an honorary fellowship award on Steve Pemberton. Vice-Chancellor Steve Pemberton is a cult dark comedy television actor, writer and director whose talents have also led him to landing leading roles on the theatre stage and in primetime TV sitcoms. Steve is best known for co-creating, co-writing and co-acting The League of Gentlemen, a surreal British comedy horror sitcom that premiered on BBC Two in 1999 and ran for 3 series until 2002, when it was followed by a film in 2005 called The League of Gentlemen's Apocalypse. The programme is set in Royston Vasey, a fictional town thought to be in northern England, and due to popular demand, it returned for 3 special episodes on BBC Two in 2017. Other television acting credits for Steve include Blackpool, Doctor Who, Whitechapel, Happy Valley and Benidorm. Steve was also a contestant in the latest series of the popular Channel 4 comedy programme Taskmaster, in which he finished a close third to comedians John Robbins and Joanne McNally. With his long-time collaborator Rhys Shearsmith, Steve also wrote and starred in the black comedies Psychoville, which ran for 2 series between 2009 and 2011, and Inside Number 9, which was first broadcast in 2014 and ran for 9 series. Thinking in terms of, are you local? Steve is a proud Lancastrian was born in Blackburn and school educated in Chorley. He has still strong links to both towns as an ambassador for Derrien House Children's Hospice in Chorley and is a loyal follower of Blackburn Rovers Football Club. No stranger to awards, Steve has 3 British Academy of Film and Television Arts BAFTA awards on his shelf at home. Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the University Board, it is with great pleasure that I present Steve Pemberton with another award, that of Honorary Fellow from the University of Central Lancashire. I now call on Steve to speak to you all.
Can I give that? No, you've got to use your hands, haven't you? I actually have 5 BAFTAs, not 3, but who's counting? Pro-Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, I do love a graduation ceremony where we tell young people to go out into the world and be an individual whilst making them line up wearing exactly the same clothes. As a proud Lancastrian, I'm truly honoured to be receiving this fellowship today. I was born in Blackburn, as you just heard, and grew up in Chorley, just down the road, proving once and for all that the University of Central Lancashire is a local university for local people. The League of Gentlemen started out on TV 25 years ago this year. Probably most of you sitting in this section weren't even born then. But it was a show that grew out of friendships that I made while I was a student, and I'm still working with those same friends right now. So I want to impress upon you today that it's the people that you meet as a young adult, as a student, who can go on and have a really important impact on your life. It's so important to find your people, find your tribe, the ones who understand you and you understand them, because they're the ones who are going to impact your lives in very meaningful ways. You could be sitting with them right now. But when I left university, things didn't happen for me instantly. There were a few years working low-paid jobs, trying to scrape money together to put shows on in pub theatres. Our first performance at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival had an audience of 3, 2 of whom were the stage managers. But the next night we had 5, and then we had 10, and gradually we started to build an audience. There's a useful phrase that I often used to think about with regards to my career. It's a marathon, not a sprint. You don't need to race to be a blazing success right away. Sometimes you need to spend time laying down the foundations, making the mistakes that you deal with and you learn from, failing in order to appreciate success when it eventually comes. When the Vice-Chancellor invited me to do a graduation speech, I said I didn't really know how to put it into words. I didn't know what to say. He said, don't try to be charming or intelligent or funny, just be yourself. But as I was thinking about what to say, a song came on my Spotify by The Divine Comedy. It's a song called A Charmed Life, and it's the writer looking back over their career, considering how they made it through, and I'll leave you by quoting one of the verses. Sometimes this life is like being afloat on a raging sea in a little rowboat, just trying not to be washed overboard. But if you take your chances and you ride your luck, and you never, 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 never give up, those waves will see you safely to a friendly shore. Congratulations, all of you, on reaching this important milestone. May you all go on and have charmed lives. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve. The university is now extremely proud to confer an Alumni Achievement Award on Samuel Elliott Black. Samuel first graduated from the University of Central Lancashire in 2014 with a degree in fashion brand management and spent many years in the fashion industry until he was made redundant during the first lockdown. Not only was he unemployed, but Samuel's dad unfortunately passed away around the same time. Finding himself at a career and life crossroads, Samuel returned to the university and graduated with an MA in Fashion and Lifestyle Promotion in 2022. Samuel used his experiences at university and in life to launch his company, Sam's Naturally Handmade. His company makes multisensory well-being products such as wax melts, candles and teas, which are all inspired by the 5 senses, mindfulness techniques used in cognitive behavioural therapy to manage anxiety and depression, something Sam suffered with after his dad's passing. Sam's products are designed to give you a therapeutic multisensory experience in the comfort of your own home, with everything being 100% natural and eco-responsible. Samuel's business has grown from strength to strength, with one of his most recent accolades being a seasonal concession in John Lewis. Sam's Naturally Handmade has also been named as the Northwest Health and Wellbeing Startup of the Year at the UK Startup Awards in 2024. Samuel has excelled in his profession and is a role model for anyone who returns to study later in life and for anyone considering starting their own business. Pro-Chancellor, on behalf of the university, I present Samuel Elliott Black for the Alumni Achievement Award. I now call on Samuel to speak to you all. Would you like me to?
I'd like to start by saying I'm honoured to be receiving the Alumni Achievement Award today. And I'd like to take this opportunity to say a big thank you to everyone who has supported me on my journey so far. One person in particular deserves a special thank you. My amazing husband, James. Thank you for being so patient over the past 14 years and always encouraging me to keep going and never give up, no matter how hard life gets. Exactly 10 years ago, I was sat in the audience graduating for the first time. Like many of you are probably feeling right now, I was incredibly proud and excited to be graduating after all the hard work, but also terrified, full of self-doubt and lacking confidence. I won't lie, the past 10 years haven't been easy, far from it. But with hard work, self-belief and determination, you can achieve incredible things. At the age of 30, I found myself in the middle of a global pandemic with no job, poor mental health, and no idea where my life was heading. But returning to UCLan for my master's changed everything for me. On the day of my degree show, I launched my own business, and now I get to do something I love every single day. So my advice to anyone graduating today is don't panic. Take your time. Move at your own pace, learn from every experience along the way. Be kind to yourself, believe in yourself, push yourself outside your comfort zone, and always remember you can achieve whatever you want in life.
Graduands, it's now the moment you've been waiting for, the presentation of your awards. You'll be guided all the way by our university ushers and will cross the stage individually once your name is read out. So please make sure you bring your name seat cards with you to the stage. Thank you.
Where? Yeah.
Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Academic Board, I present those who have gained awards from the School of Psychology and Humanities. For a thesis entitled Online Child Exploitation and Victimization, Exploring the Experiences and Perceptions of Children and Children Looked After, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Natalie Ann Bennett. For a thesis entitled Asking for More Information, Can Recognition-Based Enhancements Made to Internal Facial Features Produce More Accurate Composites?, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Lauren Elizabeth Ellison. For a thesis entitled The Use of Machine Learning to Provide an Early Indication of Programming Students in Need of Support, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Oliver Andrew Paul Kerr. For a thesis entitled Critical Incidents, Developing an Integrated Model of Understanding, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Kimberly Marie McNeil. For a thesis entitled The Enduring Significance of the Minimal Phenomenological Self, Disclosure and Subjectivity, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Michael John Newell. For a thesis entitled Parva Bumin Expressing Interneurons in BT-BRT plus ITPR3-TF-J Idiopathic Mouse Model of Autism Spectrum Disorder, the degree of Master of Science by Research is awarded to Christian Victor Pieta. Master of Science in Applied Forensic Psychology, Karolina Gregarova. Barbara Svandova. Thomas Telfer. Master of Science in Psychology Conversion, Victoria Postles. Sharon Sales. Lisa Marie Schuell. Rebecca Fairfield. Minesh Shukla. Master of Science in Psychology of Child Development, Gabrielle Ashworth. Hannah Powell. Postgraduate Diploma in Associate Psychological Practitioner, Ihab Abdel Malak. Emma Ashcroft. Olga Bieler. Nicole Campbell. Suzanne Carter. Diola Coco. Catherine Dixon. Zakia Doran. Lucy Eden. Sean Edwards. Lucy Fawcett. Kimberly Gilham. Alice Guggenheim. Elizabeth Harris. Shawnell Hemsworth. Caitlin Holland. Ellie J. Johnson. Chelsea Masterson. Georgia McGregor. Ingrid Parlane. Katie Pennell. Samantha Theory Kelly. Ryan John Simmons. Surya Suleiman. Matasalate. Leah Tarbuck. Laura Taylor. Erin Thomas. Anna Thompson. William Turner. Veronica Valsecchi. Claire Wallahan. Carsten Wood. Bachelor of Arts with honours in teaching English to speakers of other languages with modern language, Korean, Max David. Erica Leck. Jasmine Traynor. Bachelor of Science with honours in clinical psychology, Usman Ahmed. Sarah Akhtar. Zara Assar. William Cunningham. Molly Downey. Katie Rose Fryer. Lucy Goff. Batuz Hankiewicz. Faye Inglis. Zatun Kanum. Claudia Lorenzini. Hannah Medea, Luke McKay, Joy Mika, Tabitha Mitchell-Greaves, Kuja Mustafa, Kiwi O'Brien, Alexandra Pierce, Mumina Qureshi, Katarzyna Serenovic, Bachelor of Science with honours in Forensic Psychology, Gemma Atherton, Nikita Broadbent, Jessica Coulson, Ashvia Desi, Lucy Greenhalgh, Charlotte Gudgeon, Bethany Hay, Neve Hutchinson, Kaylee Hutton, Saeed Ali Akbar Kazmi, Laura Lee, Pierce Milsom, Emily Nightingale, Faith Parr, Olivia Peel, Cameron Povey, Nikki Ratcliffe, Chantel Simpson, Ella Vernon Cole, Isabella Wood, Bachelor of Science with honours in Neuropsychology, Mutib Ahmed, Natasha Ahmed, Ifat Ali, Brooke Chambers, Oliver Comerford Haswell, Aaron Crichton Greystoke, Zainab Depoti, Miha Yassir, Linka Jessica, Sophia Mahmood, Sabia Mahmood, Abadiaru Adaro, Augustina Osai, Katie Waldron, Naila Wasim, Bachelor of Science with honours in Neuroscience, James Andrews. Jessica Best, Neve Donahue, Emma Field, Elisha Flanagan, Adyam Habtezion, Joseph Hughes, Sophia Hussein, Liana Kontratenko, Madeleine Martins, Alexia Palata, Dipakshi Ricky, Mubarak Junaid Sayed, Sharon Unswan Leila, Dominic Wynne, Bachelor of Science with honours in Psychology, Syed Ahmadullah, Saba Ahmed, Amy Bentham, Anina Clark, Madeline Cleesby, Holly Fallows, Oluwaseyi Funbi David Fayomi, Zachary Holmes, Sarah Houghton, Tasmia Hussain, Maria Iqbal, Hannah Jenkins, okay, thank you. Aisha Bucks, Desiree Jolly, Sarah Kapich, Cuba Casca, Emilia Koida, Michael Lawrence, Kieran Lucy, Kimberly Maguire, Justin Metcalf, Charlie Moran, Katie Morley, Shannon Moss, Tasneem Nadia Dwala, Mara Nasir, Rebecca Partington Jameson, Himani Patel, Janiqua Peart, Tristan Prats, Chloe Raggett, Aisha Ramzan, Abigail Robson, Emily Roman, Holly Scott, Anwin Smith, Katie Webster, Bachelor of Science with honours in Psychology and Criminology, Joseph Bratley, Tracy Exelis, Jared Hutton, Rebecca Kenny, Jack Lumley, Kimberly Nell, Rachel Peake, Chloe Thompson, Bachelor of Science with honours in Psychology and Psychology of Child Development, Ellie Brody, Adam Cartwright, Ailsa Hall, Lydia Hinchcliffe, Lucy Hooper, Carrie-Ann Kitching, Summer Murphy, Hannah Musa, Safa Patel, Ikra Rafiq, Claire Shepherd, Khadija Vahaluwala, Bachelor of Science with honours in Psychology with Psychotherapy and Counselling, Shannon Aston. Emily Brown, Daisy Dean, Neve Drummond Welsby, Jessica Elder, Ryan Gill, Amber Harrison, Nicola Harrison, Freya Houghton, Daniel Guest, Mahira Ismail, Natalia Karwachiak, Nashiha Khan, Laura Lawless, Nicole Long, Nazneen Lulat, Sky McKee, Emily McMahon, Chantal Malek, Amanda Moby, Stacey Reed, Victoria Roberts. Jonathan Sheriff. Thomas Topping. Sandy Vickers. Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of awards from the School of Psychology and Humanities.
Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Academic Board, I present those who have gained awards from the School of Arts and Media. Postgraduate Certificate in Journalism, Innovation and Leadership, Harriet Drakeley. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Creative Makeup Design and Practice, Louise Carey. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Creative Makeup Design and Practice, Sean Carroll. Alice Morrison. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Creative Practitioner, Dale Fearon. Morgan Grant. Harley Leonard. Louis Melling. Aruj Ullah. Kira Winstanley. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Dance Performance, Teaching and Choreography, Emma Allen. Katie Barlow. Jensen Birchall. Chloe Brayshaw. Rebecca Clark. Olivia Craven. Megan Dewhurst. Charlotte Dodd. Eleanor Drobeck Jenks. Zara Fitzgerald. Olivia Foster. Alice Horn. Chloe Khan. Harriet Lord. Paige McAllister. Emily McCann. Eleanor Mackenzie. Kira Preston. Georgia Rafferty. Katie Spark. Elizabeth Stiles. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Digital Animation with Illustration, Sean Bradley. Lewis Cooper. Nathan Cunninson. Jasmine Francis. Camilla Frederick. Lauren Griffiths Mather. Macy Lomas. Well done, Toby. Toby Madison. Alicia Malanga. Congratulations. Dante Moyes. James Nash. Elizabeth Teague. Dominic Oliviero. Tyler Rustag Towers. Marcus Stones. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Digital Imaging and Photography, Bethan Bowden. Jennifer Murray. Abigail Reddy. Yeah. Joseph Smith. Good one. Valentine Todorian. Michelle Webster. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Electronic Music Production and Performance, Corey Brown. Liam Chapburn. Max Clark. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Electronic Music Production and Performance, Stuart Gufford. Jake Moran. Joseph Osgood Kane. Toby Owen. Francis Rawlinson. Lewis Simpson. Jacob Smith. Silas Thilwind. Oh, that's a bit... Vladimir Thornton. Braden J. Williams. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Fashion and Textiles, Tegan Fox. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Game Art, Umar Aslam. Bradley Atwood. Rosie Bratt. Kathleen Cheesley. Declan Downs. Kareem Hassan. Kimberly Hassenda. Thank you. Reese Kerr. Emily Marshall. Joseph Stanley. Joseph Wardle. Max Westall. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Games Art and Concept Design, Ethan Seddon. Joshua Vickers. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Games Design, Susan Connaughton. Edward Monger. Jamie Philliskirk. Liam Stevenson. Taylor Stewart. Yeah, I've got it. Kit Zeng. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Graphic Design, Kyra Ellis. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Independent Filmmaking, Rhiann Cutts Arden. Jack Evans. Nicole Hurst. Isaac Mills. Poppy Parker. How do I? Magdalena Presblow. Tatiana Roston. Grace Wedgwood. David Williams. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Moving Image Production, Lucy Jane Betts. Layla Kahil Quaid Hazim. Jensen Iemu. Carrick Pilkington. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Music Production, Harvey Bishop. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Moving Image Production, Michael Green. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Music Production, George Feakin. Jack Fieldhouse. Bradley Green. Vasaris Gataukas. Oh, upside down. Lewis Irving. Macy Lancaster. Hawai Lang. Well done. Cameron Stanley. Joseph Weatherby. Bachelor of Arts with honours in post-production for film and TV, Bethany Adshead. Oliver Hewlett. Julian Preston Coombs. Gemma Siberas. Isabel Spark. Bachelor of Arts with honours in visual effects, David Aseliani. Aaron Baldwin. Thank you, well done. James Stockton. Sam Valentine. Bachelor of Science with honours in Audio Engineering and Production, Dylan Cabanis. Romario Keynes Israel. Joseph Hunt. Alexis Lazanderas. Demi Leary. Joseph Mulholland. Mark Noble. Grace Palmer. David Quixoto de Souza. Congratulations. Tori Rollins. Bachelor of Science with honours in Live Audio Engineering and Music Production, Bradley Hughes. Benjamin Hale. William Nuttall. Jordan Ramsey. Congratulations. Daniel Selly. Congratulations. Harvey Southern. Congratulations. Bachelor of Science with honours in Game and Interactive Audio, Cole Dickoff. Ryan Lewis. Foundation degree in Arts in Creative Makeup Design and Practice, Molly Caswell. Natasha Heaney. Emily Lloyd. John Prail. Emily Robinson. Tony Rycraft. Lace Ray Spicer. Foundation degree in Art in Digital Imaging and Photography, Paul Marshall. Foundation degree in Art in Games Design, Joseph Chesworth. Foundation degree in art and moving image production, Lucy Pope. Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of awards for the School of Art and Media.
Vice-Chancellor, the presentations are completed. Congratulations to every single one of you who have received their award. We are delighted to have with us today our very own University Choir, which is made up of representatives of all years on the Music Theatre course. We are delighted to have them perform at our ceremony today. Graduands and guests, I give you the UCLan Chamber Choir. This ceremony is very nearly finished, and it's almost time for the celebrations to really get going with your families, friends, loved ones and supporters. But we need something symbolic to kick things off. So please listen to my following instructions very carefully. Firstly, all non-graduates in the room, please get your cameras ready for a photo opportunity. Secondly, graduates, please all stand and take off your motorboards. Now, when I count to 3, and only when I count to 3, I want you all to throw your motorboards up into the air in the traditional fashion and in celebration of what you've achieved during your time at university. But please don't throw them too high or too far to avoid them injuring you or someone else. And importantly, because once you've retrieved your mortarboard, it's yours to take home and keep with the university's best wishes. So here we go. On a count of 3, throw your motorboards in the air and give a big cheer. Then we'll all follow with a further 3 cheers. 1, 2, 3. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Now, please take your seats for one last time while I explain the final stage of this amazing special day. As we bring this ceremony to a close, I would like to thank everyone who's been involved in making today such a happy and memorable occasion and sharing this special day with our university community. Once we have sung the national anthem, the platform party will leave the stage and graduates, you will process out of the hall past a guard of honour in the central aisle. A university usher will prompt your roll when you need to stand up. Please make sure you take all your belongings with you. Guests, please may I ask if you remain seated until the graduates and the platform party have left the hall. You'll then be guided through the doors at the side by the ushers to rejoin your graduate in the Student Centre for post-ceremony celebrations. We do hope you've enjoyed your ceremony today. Well done to you all, and congratulations once again. For those who can, please now stand for the national anthem of the United Kingdom.
Keys